Hello, it's Steven, the calculator guy, and I wanted to do an update on the Strong Tax Estimator. There's a lot of new features, and they're not quite explained in the old video. And there are some questions and concerns that I can address now, so that they don't arise later. So let's go step by step, and I'll tell you all of the mistakes that could be made and how to avoid them. So once you know what to do, it's super easy, but I do understand that a few things can get lost in translation. So the first thing you need to do is go to Zerion.io and enter your MetaMask address here. So let's just pick one of these random wallets that I've worked on. Cool, it's already there. Then you want to go to History. Now, if you don't use USD, what you're going to want to do is choose whichever currency you want. For the sake of this, let's choose the British pound, just so you can see how it interacts with other currencies automatically, which is a cool feature that I'm kind of proud of. Okay, so once you have selected the currency you want, go to History, I'm already there, and then download CSV. Now, what you absolutely don't want to do is open this CSV with Excel or any other program. What you do want to do is go to your drive. Let's go to all the CSVs that I have. Go to your Google Drive. Drag that file into your Google Drive. Again, do not open it with Excel. Open it in your drive. Open with Google Sheets in your drive. And from there, this is where you want to copy it from. So I use Control-A, Control-C, just to make things easier. And I'm just going to Control-V, paste it there. Okay, so if you want to see if the currency is correct, go over to the Currency tab, C-U-R-R. And there you will see the GBP and the correct symbol. So that's how you can check to make sure you're in the right currency. And once you've done that, you can start looking at all the cool data. So let's look at nodes finders first. So you'll see there's a lot of different things going on here that weren't there before. So there's compounded and likely compounded. So what that means is if you want to distinguish between your compounded nodes and your not compounded nodes, then you can check this box to indicate that this was a compounded node. Now, I've been told by some Canadians that this is important, that the taxes are different for nodes that were initial investment than for nodes that were compounded. So as a result, I've added this feature, and hopefully multiple people will be able to use it. So what does likely compound mean? So likely compound means that this node was created on the same day a claim was made. So it is likely that this node could have been compounded from the claims of another strong reward. So it doesn't necessarily mean that these were all compounded. It just means that these are likely to have been compounded because they were made on the same day that claims were made for strong. So let's just uncheck these nodes just for the sake of it. And you will see that there are 4 compounded nodes. Total number of nodes is 18, and you can look at the total strong investment for the compounded versus total altogether, and all of these associated data points. So the one difference you will note is that the approval fees are over here. The approval fees do not distinguish between compounded nodes and not compounded nodes, because you will have an approval fee and sometimes create multiple nodes for that. So it didn't really make sense for me to distinguish in that. But you also notice that the approval fields have been moved to over here where they were formerly over here. Also, this should probably say strong cost and not ETH strong cost. Oh no, that is correct. Yeah. Okay, it is ETH because that is a combination of the creation fee plus the strong investment. Okay, so this strong investment is the amount of the 10 strong, right? This is the cost of the 10 strong, and this is the node creation fee. So if you look at the ETH and strong, the Ethereum is up here, value in GBP, strong is down here. When you combine those together, you get this right here. total gas cost, boom, boom, fees plus gas, and then total cost altogether with fees and gas considered. Okay, so NFT Finder, this wallet didn't have any NFTs purchased from the Strong store. That's okay. It looks like they may have had a bronze NFT that they purchased from OpenSea. So all the OpenSea purchases will be listed here, and if you know one of them is a NFT purchase that is a metal, just click is metal, and look at that. Total NFTs, 1, cost, total gas cost. Currently, I can't track the gas cost for OpenSea. It's just something that I'm working on, but I do have the total cost. And the gas cost for OpenSea is generally pretty small, but it could range between $15 and $35. So if you go into your OpenSea history, you can add that yourself, but it's currently what we're working with. The gas cost for all of the ones purchased from the StrongBlock app, however, will show up here. Okay, Claims Finder. No change here. You have the date, claiming fee, gas fee, all of that information here, and then total number of claims, total cost before gas, total gas cost, total strong claimed, and I fixed that. Before it was registering as a currency and not as just a number. Total strong value, and then total cost with gas. All right, Maintenance Finder, same deal, pretty straightforward. This is the number of maintenance fees paid, total cost before gas, gas with gas. Okay, so here is the new last tab. Now, in the event that all of these are zeros for whatever reason, it's frustrating. I don't know why it happens, but if that happens, just highlight these cells, go to automatic. There you go. And then turn this back into %. That's all you have to do. I don't know why it's an issue. It hasn't been an issue since I reformatted everything, but just in the event that it does happen, that's how you fix that issue. So let's look at all of this. Let's start from the right. Additional costs. The total additional costs just are, you can look, it's the sum of the G11, G13, G15, G17. So it's these numbers right here. NFT costs, claiming costs, and maintenance fees. Then compounded nodes. So here's for your compounded node information. This person has spent this much on compounded nodes, or rather, this person has claimed that much strong and then recompounded that into nodes at that cost of strong at the time of node creation. So if you want to know your node creation minus your compound, so this is how much it costs you to make the nodes, and then the rest of the nodes were created through compounding. So this is how much you actually paid, and then the rest of them were made through rewards. So total claimed income, this is all of the strong that you claim. Total strong claimed, very straightforward. Total costs, that is simply this total node creation costs plus the total additional costs. And your profit is calculated by total claimed income minus total costs. Return on investment, 3.6% at this point. So this person's just got their ROI. Good for them. That's awesome. All right, so you've also noticed I have added some stuff down here. These are just the deductions that you want to consider. Maybe you want to consider deducting your node. And let's just say you want to deduct like all of this. Deduct compounded node from strong. If this is checked, you will see this number goes up. If this is not checked, the number goes down. So if you want, so from what I understand, the compounded nodes may not be deductible in some countries. So if you do want to count them as deductible, just check it. If you don't, uncheck it. Same thing with compounded fees and gas, and that's it. So this should not say fees and gas. This should say creation fee, right, and then creation gas. Okay, so let's say this is just fee. There. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So these numbers right here, what this will tell you is how much you are deducting. total expected tax. This total expected tax is just 20% times claimed income, and then expected tax minus deductible. If you want to know that, if you think that's a useful number, there it is. Okay, so what is this new tab at the back? This is just the version navigator. So these are all the major versions. This is the Legacy International version, which is pretty much the last version, except now it can take all currencies. Then there's the old International version where you have to manually enter your currency, and it uses real in-the-moment rate conversions. And then you have the Legacy Strong 5.0, the sort of first big major release. And that's it. So you have access to all of those. Again, don't open this in Google in Excel. It won't work. Just drag your sheet into your drive, open it in your drive, copy and paste from your drive, and everything will work perfectly fine. If you don't care about compounding, you can uncheck all of these, and then you'll just get 0 here, and these two will be the same numbers. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I have made some adjustments on a sort of beta test sheet if you want to look into the future. I don't know how popular this option will be, but I have been told that because compounding is seen differently, that people may want access to these numbers. So I've included them now. If more people request this, I will incorporate it into the final version. But as of now, I have this by request. If you want this sheet instead of the other sheet, maybe I'll just tack it on to version access, but I'm still using the basic strongest 7.0 as what I give to people when they purchase the calculator. So that's it. That is the full update. The biggest hiccups in use are trying to open an Excel or trying to copy from Excel. That doesn't work. And these, for some reason, being 0. I think I've solved this problem, but just in case I haven't, quick fix, highlight, and then just 1, 2, 3, automatic. That's it. And then, if for visual and for aesthetics, I would change this back to %, because ROI is a %. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully that explained what to do. One more reminder, if you're not using USD, please choose your currency before downloading the CSV. That way you will have the currency that you want. And I think, I'm not sure yet, but I think Zerion gives you the rate of your currency purchase at that day. So it's not like a USD to currency conversion. It's like how much you paid for that in that currency on that day. So hopefully that's the case. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay strong, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out via Telegram or Twitter.